Greetings, Commanders! It's Ryant1UM here, and today we are back once again in Stellaris Console Edition. So, today we're starting a very exciting playthrough, one of which I had the idea for over the weekend, based on some of the suggestions that I've gotten in the past videos, but also just kind of mulling around in my own brain. Now, the empire that we're going to be playing as is the FLAMEBORN Reavers. However, there is an origin in this game known as the Lost Colony. Now, I love the concept of the Lost Colony, but for my idea, I had to go in and create my own empire, so that instead of having an advanced empire somewhere out there with the Lost Colony, it would be so that each empire started apart from each other at the same exact time, making it a bit more of a fair play. And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about here in about a second when I tell you that they are complete opposites. And by they, I mean the Sapien Interplanetary Commonality. These two empires are the empires that are going to be in the galaxy with everybody else as well, but we will be playing as the FLAMEBORN Reavers, which is a species of humanity born on Earth but destroyed the planet. That's why we are starting on a tomb world. However, the Sapien Interplanetary Commonality was another subspecies of humans that evolved over time in the thousands of years that it took to find a new world known as Terra, and they landed on a Gaia world, which is why they are life-seeded. They are opposites in literally every single thing that you could possibly have. The Blood Reaver, or the FLAMEBORN Reavers, are fanatic, xenophobe, militaristic fanatic purifiers. The Sapien Interplanetary Commonality are the fanatic, xenophile, pacifist, police-state diplomatic corps. They are a democracy, we are a blood court. We are survivors, they're non-adaptive. We are quarrelsome, they're docile and traditional. Every single thing that I could think of is opposites, and they are two of kind of the same species, but because I want to be able to purge them at one point, we needed to make them their own little species. Because if I tried to make them both humanity, or both human, if they got in there, I wouldn't be able to purge them because they would still be within my own species, and it would just be kind of a problem. It would be kind of weird. So what exactly is the goal of this playthrough this time? Because we've done quite a few of them with the Abomination Imperium, the Screvians, and everything like that. Well, the goal is for the FLAMEBORN Reavers to destroy the Sapien Interplanetary Commonality, because these are blood-hungry, nuclear-born humans, and these are traditional diplomatic humans who are looking to find a place in the stars where everyone can be happy. They start on their own Gaia world, we start on our own tomb world. Now, I know what you might be thinking. They are at a massive disadvantage based against us, which is kind of understandable, but they're not going to be the only empire in the galaxy. There are going to be other empires, so it's going to be their problem and their obligation to work with others to try and take us down. I will say, however, I haven't skimped on helping myself with a couple things that are going to push me over the edge, especially in the beginning of the game. Now, what exactly do I mean? Well, I'm talking about right here. Fanatical Purifiers, when you hover over them, it says, cannot engage in diplomacy, cannot access the galactic market, has the purification casus belli on other species, xenopops will always be purged, and you gain unity from those pops, Armageddon bombardment stance, basically tactical terraforming. But then you come to the really good juicy stuff. You get an additional 33% ship fire rate. Now here's the catch. 33% ship fire rate plus 10% ship fire rate with Distinguished Admiralty, meaning we will have at the beginning of the game an additional 43% ship fire rate. That's insane. That's huge. Not to mention we have an Admiral level cap +1 and a Fleet Command limit +10 with a naval capacity +33% right at the beginning. So yeah, we've set ourselves up pretty well, and it's gonna be so much fun, guys. I'm so excited to do this. So we are indeed going to play as the FLAMEBORN Reavers, with the Sapien Interplanetary Commonality being our lost colony somewhere out in the galaxy for us to find and purge. Now, the secondary objective for the FLAMEBORN Reavers is as follows: basically to purge as much life of the galaxy as possible, to where the humans are the only species available. Now, I was mulling around in my brain what I should do as far as the ascension path goes, because psionic doesn't fit well with me right here, because We're not spiritualist, and we don't really give a shit about the shroud. So it's either, 1, we go towards the genetic ascension, or 2, we go towards the, what the hell is it? The synthetics. So I don't know. We'll see. But let's go ahead and get the Flameborn Reavers going. We're keeping all of the same stats that we had before. 7 AI Empires, no advanced AI Empire starts, 2 Fallen Empires. We'll turn on 2 Marauder Empires, sure. Tech cost, we always keep it low for for shorter playthroughs. Habitable worlds, we'll put that down to 1. Primitive civilizations up to 1.5. No crisis, because I hate the crisis. Mid-game 2325, endgame 2350. Ensign, because it's the perfect difficulty across everything. Scaling difficulty is off. AI aggressiveness is normal. Empire placement random. Advanced neighbors off. Yada yada yada. Zeto compatibility off, because it slowed my game down so badly last time. And then Iron Man mode is on. So welcome to the Flameborn Reavers. So the Flameborn Reavers begin at kind of the top of the galaxy on the top left-hand side, kind of in between 2 arms. This is a very interesting place to be, because you got 1 arm right here, and you've got 1 arm right here, but we're just kind of in the middle. So, okay, that works. Once we have a choke point there, and like a choke point there, and a choke point there, this whole little sector becomes ours right here, which is cool. But we got to figure out which direction we're going to expand to. So, basically, from the beginning, we're probably going to be hurting as far as economy goes, if I had to guess, because I'm going to try and rush as much tech into... Oh, that's such a good roll. Trying to get as much tech as possible into engineering as well as physics, because I want to get some of the better weapons up first. That way we can kind of, you know, steamroll the competition. Now, with that being said, society, we're going to probably go into... what to go into first? Probably domination, right? No, because we're not slavers. Supremacy, possibly. Ship build cost reduced by 10%. Ship upkeep and naval cap increased. Ship fire rate. Yep, we're going to supremacy first, because then that'll be 53% of our ship fire rate. That is insane! Holy shit, dude, that's gonna be crazy. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go down supremacy first, then expansion, then we'll go from there. Now, the problem is, with our species, we are unruly. No, we're quarrelsome, so we get negative 10% from our unity. However, the first time we find some pops, we're going to start purging them, and that'll give us the unity from that. And our empire sprawl will just be a little bit higher. Now, the good thing is, with our tactical terraforming possibilities, any worlds that we find that are not necessarily inhabited with humans, we can just bombard them until they blow up, and the world will be glassed, and we can just kind of colonize it, which is kind of nice. So let's go and take a look at our policies. Diplomatic stance, purification. Unrestricted wars, Armageddon. Resettlement is allowed. First contact protocol, yep. Trade policy, perfect. Robotic workers, keep that on for now. Slavery is prohibited because I hate it. It just messes things up, and we're always going to be purging. Then if we go and take a look at species, let's take a look here. Set rights, decent conditions. We want them to have social welfare because the humans are fine. But let's see. Edit default rights. Undesirables, non-existent, exempt, perfect. Should we do forced labor, or should we just do extermination? That's boosting food. Neutering. That's funny. I think we're gonna go ahead and do extermination. May as well, right? Alright. So let's grab ourselves the science ship, and let's start her up, shall we? Whoa. Okay. Having decrypted the signal, Paulus Petilius is astonished to discover it was broadcasting an archaic form of one of the main human languages. Speaking in these, thous, and whenceforths, it appears to be citing one of the lost works of Marcius Faustius, a renowned human playwright who lived some 600 years ago. It appears that the broadcasting device, a simple satellite dish protected by a small shelter, is the only non-natural structure on the moon, or why, but by going by the wear and tear on evidence, it must have been there since shortly after the play was written. So, superiority reaffirmed gives us plus 15% monthly unity or plus 10% happiness. However, if we do this, we get a free 125 influence. Holy crap. Hell yeah. I'll be taking that and running with that as fast as freaking possible. Nice. Okay, perfect. So we have plenty of influence to expand with now, which is wonderful. We're blowing through supremacy at the moment. Okay, well it looks like we're not supposed to come down here at any time soon because we just found the Space Amoeba breeding grounds. Wonderful. And where exactly is it? Right next to the goddamn Ether Drake. Okay, well, and luckily our scientist was actually able to get out of there on time. So now we can just kind of survey this little pocket up here, and then we can go explore somewhere else. Okay, we won't be going down there for just a little while, because holy death trap, that's not good. Hello, size 25 continental world. Holy god, that's a nice world to find. It's a little bit far away, but at the same time, I don't care. Found some Zro that we'll never use. Wonderful. So things are going well. Our first new building that or our second new building, I should say, that we're going to build here is one of these, a civilian industries. Now, I know what you might be thinking, it's kind of silly to buy that because, well, it's just consumer goods and you can always buy them. But at the same time, I want to learn from my mistakes of the last playthrough, and that was basically only trying to build specific things when, you know, or only trying to build one specific thing on one specific planet kind of shot me in the foot. So we're just going to be building what we need when we need it. I think that's how my strategy is going to go. Oh, serious. What a great system to find. Holy crap. Size 18 continental world and a size 22 continental world in the same system. God, that's an amazing place. Although the problem is the size 22 has a lovely sign of precursor activity, which is a level 8. Good God. That's going to take a long-ass time. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves another science ship, and we'll get them studying all of these precursor discoveries, because if I'm not mistaken, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we only need to make one more discovery of precursor stuff, and we'll have actually already found our precursor, which is kind of uncanny. There's our first factions, and we've got +4 influence. Very good start for the Flameborn Reavers. Very good start. I hope this is a sign of things to come, and not a sign of, hey, have some good karma in the beginning before we absolutely wreck you. Hopefully that's not the case. But let's go ahead and have this guy start studying all of these anomalies out here. There we go. Where are the other ones at? I think that's actually all of the locations for them. I think they're all over in this region of space over here. So, we have also picked our first Ascension perk. We're into expansion. We went with Technological Ascendancy because I'm trying to rush a little bit more tech, especially with, you know, the amount of tech that we're bringing in right now is like nothing. I want to kind of put most of it to the test and put most of it to work. So that's why I chose Technological Ascendancy. We're starting to kind of glob over this way, but if we can get this choke point right here at Volmar or Volmau or something like that, we can, oh, hello. Yeah, fascinating creatures. We can actually kind of keep anyone over here at bay, or we can continue to expand over that way. Now, what do we have over here? Mining drones? Wonderful. Mining drones. Alright, so I'm just going to mark a bunch of the places that have red in them off limits. And just like I thought, there was going to be an empire over here. They're a plantoid species, so they're over here, it would seem, and it looks like maybe we are going to find our first empire to be bordered with, and it's going to be right here. Oh, it's going to be so much fun. It's going to be so much fun. In fact, I tell you what, how much are we making in trade value? 18. I'm trying to decide if I should just demolish that and turn it into a shipyard, or if I should just build a new shipyard by itself. Yeah, I'll probably just do that. Let's just build a new shipyard by itself. How much will it cost? 134. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Disregard my mind. So we got a nice lump sum of minerals from an event. We got an extra 1,500 minerals from that, so we put a lot of that into doing Earth, Colonia, Amoeba, and soon Ascrivium. Now, if you couldn't tell, we're using the, what is it, the SPQR titles for our stuff, just because I love that so much, and I thought it fit the theme pretty well of our Flameborn Reavers. There we go. So, once we find out exactly who's living here, we can decide, or we can actually wait, we can wait to see who is over here and where over there they are. But we should also probably try and expand a little bit more, depending on where they're at. Are we investigating them? We are. The Polysimus Empire. They are authoritarian, fanatic xenophiles. How does that work? Keep out of our way, or we will make you keep to yourselves, aliens. Okay, so they're literally right there. They are superior to us with overwhelming fleet power, but that's okay, because they won't be here soon. That I can pretty much guarantee. Let's go ahead and upgrade that bad boy right there. And then I tell you what, let's pull the old switcheroo. Let's upgrade that. Let's reinforce that right there. And let's see how they like that now.
Vessels upgraded.
And there we go. Our guy got sent back, but that's a-okay. Oh, I would love it if they were trapped in that spot, but I doubt they are. And we can actually make them our rival for a little bit. That way, we can get a... Oh, wait, no, we can't. We cannot do that because we are Fanatical Purifiers. Duh. Okay, now this is just getting a little bit crazy as far as the ship fire rate stuff goes, because I gotta show you this now. I just added a new Admiral. The Admiral has Aggressive. And Aggressive, as we all know, hopefully, if we go ahead and take a look, adds an extra 5% ship fire rate. It's honestly absurd at this point, because we've got, what, 33% from the Fanatical Purifiers, 10% from the Distinguished Admiralty, which bumps us up to 43%, plus 5%, that's 48% faster ship fire rate. And then, if I'm not mistaken, don't we have another? There's something else that's boosting our ship fire speed, I think. No, it's our ship weapons damage. So we have 48% ship. No, we do. It's right here. Supremacy. Supremacy is boosting it by an additional 10%, so that's 58% faster. I love it. I love it. Holy shit, I love it. So we are indeed equivalent with them now, based solely on the fact that we built 8 Corvettes. And we're going to go ahead and change their home station to there, and we'll get them to station there. We're changing the Sol to the home of all trade. Not that we're really going to be doing trading a whole lot with this. Hello, Zuracorp, Xeno scum. But we'll go ahead and grab that just like that, and we'll change Alpha Centauri into our main capital for fleets and everything like that, all the construction of the ships and stuff. I chose to go with the humanoid pack because I thought it would look cool and kind of Star Wars and imposing and everything like that. So that's kind of why we went with that. We have made first contact with yet another empire, and they are the Associated Vem Colonies, which brings me to the assumption that the Polysimus Empire actually is trapped. There's a very good chance that they are trapped in that tiny little section of space right there, which is sad for them, but great for us. So, unfortunately, guys, I wasn't even watching the time, and it looks like we are indeed at the end of today's episode right here. So, a fantastic start to the Flameborn Reavers, and just a very unique and cool playthrough. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to this, and hopefully you're looking forward to the day that we find, I can't even remember what the hell we called them, the Sapient, Interplanetary Sapient Commonality or something like that. Once we find our lessers but equal, I can't wait for that to happen. So guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching. This was Commander RYANT1UM, signing off.